Right, well, good morning to you and welcome back to the National Motorsport Mzansi live streaming. Yeah, we've gone through the night. Let me tell you what, folks, extremely cold out there. It was freezing. It felt like it was, we're talking to the cars to go, they can't go below the 230s. Well, I'm telling you what, it felt like it went below zero last night. Yeah, so as we said, 6 o'clock, we are back here with the live streaming. There's been a lot that happened through the night, a lot of position changes, a lot of cars going through mechanical problems, overheating. I see in the pits they're already replacing some new engines. The SA1 Silver Arrows, they're busy putting a brand new engine into their car, and we've got just over 9 hours still left in this race. Yeah, and if it wasn't for Roshan Engines, one of our main sponsors here today, one of our event sponsors, it wouldn't have been possible for these cars to be able to replace those engines and gearboxes. Yes, but we're all bright and chirpy, nothing a cup of coffee couldn't sort out early morning, and we hope those of you at home are nicely wrapped up and tight. But let me tell you what, the sun came up here just after 5 o'clock this morning, and we look forward to a absolutely stunning day down at Redstar for the conclusion of the MF Auto Body 24-hour ILamuna race. Yeah, don't forget our other main sponsors being Insurance, Sianda Petroleum, and Tire Mart from Menlyn. These guys from Tire Mart also, they've been busy the entire night changing tires, doing wheel balancing, wheel alignment. It's all been happening down there with the Tire Mart team, and they really have stepped up to the plate and doing a fantastic job. Never mind Sianda Petroleum, the whole night they've been pumping petrol. The cars have just different strategies. They've been coming in and refueling at different times, so there was no rest for the guys at Sianda Petroleum. As they refuel one car, they think they got a break, and the next car would come in. Sometimes they had 3 cars lining up all at once just to fill up with fuel. But yeah, it's been an interesting night, and we've had a lot of position changes out there. And I said to you the whole day yesterday, watch out for the 044 Wealth Group car. Well, I can tell you they've gone top of the leaderboard. The 283 Wealth Group car has, 283 laps I should say, is what the Wealth Group car has now completed. Team Creative Inc., they've always been in the top there. They are currently running in the 2nd place. Bullshine Racing has moved into 3rd. Flybuyers, who have been one of the top teams, they're still in the 5th place with the Italian job. They followed by Cartrack and Chamber 77. Insure Risk is right there in the 9th place. Blitz Petroli, yeah, that siren every time he comes along here, he puts that siren on. A lot of people start running. Perhaps think the cops are behind them, but they're still doing a good job there. They had some overnight mechanical problems, but they are back in the race. Let me tell you who's looking good. He's the position number 13, the LA1 Raceview Motors car. That is a stock standard 1400cc. That's been driven by the 4 Overtrack V8 Sprint boys. And they've had a couple of problems as well with their right front. They had the studs shear off, and they say they're experiencing a bit of a vibration again. But they're doing a good job running there in the 13th place. Dash Racing, that Mazda, they've dropped down a little bit to the 16th place, as well as Acme Racing. Yeah, they little Golf with the big rocket on the top of it. You've seen a game past you a few times. The number 47 car is in 17th place. Another team that did well overnight was the 247, the Shire E-Moto 24. They've moved up nicely. They're up into the 18th place. They had one time after a wheel bearing problem overnight, they were right down in 39th position. Now currently running in 18th. I took a pit walk this morning, and I actually walked past the Shire Motor pit area, and let me tell you what, these guys are confident this car is now reliable and will make it to the end of the race. They've tidied up their pit area, they've started packing up because they believe this car will not be back in the pits. So yes, a lot has happened overnight. and welcome back. And yeah, hang in there with us for the rest of the day. We've got, as I said, 9 hours and 37 minutes left to go. I think it takes us to about 1530 this afternoon. And yeah, I don't know if you saw in screen there, the number 11 car. This car really has done well. It's probably the only car, that is the Big Boss Auto car. That is probably the only car that has not had any mechanical problem at all. It's only been in for tire change and refueling. No mechanical problems. So good shout out there to the Big Boss Auto team. Great job and well done, boys. Right, so hang in there, folks. Keep an eye on the live streaming, and we'll give you updates as they come along. Up to you when you're ready.
Yeah.
Do you want to do it on here with this in the background?
No, it's bright. That's
Too bright?
Unless we.
I don't know.
Huh?
You, I don't know your camera. Whatever. Try and take in the background. Sorry?
Because this is falling in front of the car.
Let me just find your cable tie in one of the pits. So what is it you need for the TV morning? Just good morning, welcome. We're on day 2, or well, we're into the second half of the race meeting, and a lot's happened overnight. We got a new race leader in the form of car 11, the Big Boss Auto car, and yeah, folks, forward to the coverage. Just short, short and sweet and simple.
Yeah, so because remember there's 5 sections. So one is the introduction, then the start of the race, and right to midnight. Then we're going to start after midnight. Remember there were 1, 2, and 3 and 4. This is like the 3 now.
Okay.
And then 4 will be the finals and the finishes. Yeah.
Just give me the thumbs up when we're ready. Hey?
Maybe stand here.
Where must I stand? Are you good, yeah? Right, good morning to you from the Redstar Raceway. We are for the cut. MF. Okay, ready, 1, 2, 3. Right, a very good morning to you from the Redstar Raceway. We're into the second half of the MF Auto Body 24-hour ILamuna race. And I tell you what, a lot has developed overnight. There's been a lot of mechanical problems, Roshan engines, thanks to them for being on hand. We've had engine changes, gearbox changes. A lot has happened overnight. I can tell you now there's been an update of a new race leader at the moment. It is car number 11. That is the Big Boss Auto team, probably the only car that has not had any mechanical problems other than driver change, fuel stops and tire changes. But we look forward to a great day of racing here. We've still got over 30 cars still running in this race. Folks, we've got 9.5 hours still left to go. We should be finishing about 15:30 this afternoon, and a full day of racing. Anything can still develop in this most exciting race down here at the Redstar Raceway.
That's nice, yeah.
And then when you're ready, come find me, then we'll go to, we want to interview the guys in the area. We want to take one problem.
Let's go for now.
Let's go.
Let's get it done with the job. Because now they get pressurized. Die kool moet een stuk hè? Ja. Oké, ik heb nog een radiotje daar. Oké, maar je bent weggelopen. Ik ben mijn zakje daar. Ik ben net een paar radiotjes van de weg. Hierdie ander zakje, daai zakje ja. Ik heb hem daar aangegooi, ja. Oké. Als je mij nodig hebt, dan is het maar een check.
Is this too bright for you this side? Because I want to get Corey from Wamza as well.
Okay, yeah, speak to him.
So I want to speak to him. He's in here. Maybe down there in front of that board.
In front of the board, 3 lemons, yeah. How you doing?
It's just hide, you know, the one team's logo, Keach or whatever. Yeah. It's got 3 tits. Stand in front of that, man.
Okay. You point all the time, okay, you do the pointing. Are you pointing? Where are you pointing?
Look, yeah. Stand in front of it.
You gotta stand a bit away.
Yeah, so we can get that in the background. So about here.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Corey.
Corey, left here is fine. Yeah.
You good?
Yeah, and just to get all the shadows out of the way.
Come stand here closer to me. There we go. Tell me, are we rolling? Back.
You gotta go back.
We're standing down here with Corey. Corey, Wamza have got involved in this most magnificent, you see it there, the MF 24 Hours ILamuna Challenge. I think it's the first time that Wamza have got involved in any form of circuit racing. Would that be correct?
Dudley, 100% correct. You know, it's an honor for us to be involved with it. Obviously, you know, it started about 3 months ago that, you know, we started talking about it. It's obviously never been done in Africa, and it's a huge challenge, even for us as WAMSA, to be involved. Hell of a lot of organizing going on. And obviously it's a learning curve for everybody, that. So, but we're honored to be part of that.
Well, absolutely, Corey. You know, I think for all of us here, it's the first time, as you said, it's the first time in the whole of Africa, I believe, that a 24-hour race has been run. We're all used to the old Kyalami 9 hours, etc., etc. But for 24 hours, and it takes a lot of toll on the cars, on the marshals, and everybody like yourself being the race director of this event.
Correct. Yes, Dudley. It's as you say. You know, it takes a hell of a lot strain on the drivers, on the marshals, you know, and all the staff. And I must really compliment our marshals out there for doing such a good job during the night. You know, we had a few safety car incidents that safety car had to run out, and we've now way past the halfway mark, and not a single accident. Couple of wheels out and cars without fuel, but not a single accident. And I think that, you know, it just tells you that we put safety first. As I said to everybody, you know, if you go to a motor race, on your ticket it says there, motor racing is dangerous. Absolutely. And yet, you know, Mark and the organizers, they looked at it and said, oh guys, this is a fun race. And I said, yes, it's a fun race, but once we're out there, it's all about the safety. And yeah, I could see a lot of the drivers have been taking strain. They came in, they had a rest and freshed up, and they're still rolling. And I think at this point in time, I counted them, there's still, out of the 43 starters, we've still got 32 running.
Well, that shows you for itself, the reliability of the vehicles and all that, and it's really great. And yes, well done to WAMSA for coming to the party and putting it to the test, and I believe this is just going to grow into bigger things. And you mentioned Mark from Phoenix Events. You know, he's worked very well hand in hand with you guys, and the main sponsor being MF Auto Body. It's really been kudos to everybody. And Corey, well, thank you very much for your time, and for the next 9 hours, let's just make sure it happens.
Dudley, yes, as you say, for the next 9 hours until 3 o'clock when we're done, we'll be out there cheering the guys, and may the best car win.
Thank you, Corey.
That's
it. This is important, right?
That's important because it brings in the WAMSA.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
very much.
Yeah.
But you know, it was quite funny. You know, I've been racing for 40 years, and yeah, absolutely. So you know, coming on board, obviously, MF, I know Franklin and Monteo, and a hell of a lot of the guys. And then when I heard Tire Mart was also one of the sponsors. Now, my days with Goodyear and Heineken came later, but the whole of Autoville, because that's their holding company, Autoville. And I thought, oh, you know, these guys, they got a new tire it's their house brand. So when I heard that they were the tire sponsor and they got this Devante, I thought, oh guys, it's a house brand. I think Tire Mart at the moment's got something like 120 stores. So they an independent.
Livestreaming al dan niet open dan? Ik denk zo. purposes.
Waar's jou baadjie? Ja, ek binne daai bus. En dit ry met, hè?
It's still got the branding on it at least.
I've got caps for the crew.
Say again?
I've got caps for the crew.
Nah.
Not later on. Yeah.
Maybe I've got one.
English, eh?
Yeah.
Mostly English, let's stick to English, yeah.
Okay.
Tyre Mart Menlyn, you guys have been absolutely fantastic out there, working right through the night, wheel changes and everything. Tell us, how busy has it been in your work area?
Well, we've been running tonight. We had a massive fight with the tyres this evening, and we're lucky through. The sun is shining, new day, so we've got power for a lot of more wheels to be changed.
Raymond, that's excellent, man. And tell me, what brand of tyres are they actually using here? Are they only available through Tyre Mart, or tell us a little bit about what the guys are running?
So we are sponsored basically with Davanti Tires. Davanti Tires is a German tire. It's a premium brand in Germany, so it's a very good quality tire. Okay, these tires are mainly more a passenger type tire, but they're quite handling very good on the track today. We've seen guys actually giving compliments about the tires, and they want to switch to this for normal racing. So we've got good comebacks about the tire. Very good.
I've picked that up as well, Raymond, you know, being around, walking through the pit, speaking to the crews and that, and they seem very happy with the tyre. They reckon the tyre wear is absolutely superb. I know the ILamuna team, they talking that they're probably under on just one set, possibly they might change to two sets for the end part of the race, so it proves that this is a premium tyre.
Yes, it is a proper premium tire. The only thing that will play a role is a bit of the heat coming in today, so we've got a bit of heat. Tread wear will go up obviously on that part, so we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in changing some more tires.
Well, Raymond, I tell you what, Tyre Mart, without you guys we wouldn't be on track. Great job, and keep up the good work today.
Thank you so much, guys.
Awesome, thank you.
So much, Raymond.
All right.
Are with going higher speeds. We've entered 3 cars at the moment. We've got this car and Team Loyalty. We've had a few dings and things, but we're still running.
Can you please hurry these guys up?
You want to get out there?
Yeah, they think it's an endurance race. We've got time.
Eh? Give us your name.
Werner Hartzenberg.
Werner
Hartzenberg.
Hartzenberg. Right, Werner Hartzenberg, we're down here in this VW Beetle pit. We see a lot of work going on. Earlier through the beginning stage of the race, you guys were super quick. The car was very reliable, but now we see you running into some form of problem. What's actually happening down there at the moment?
All that's true. The most unlikely thing happened where the gearbox has like this little seal that started leaking. And we did see a drop or two, but it was nothing to worry about, and we wouldn't expect that seal. It could have been a flywheel oil seal on the motor. But look, it's all the most unlikely stuff happens, and I'm happy it happened. It adds to what this is all about. Yeah.
Well, that's it. They don't call it the lemons or ILamuna for nothing, you know, and that's really what it's all about. Keeping the budget under 50k. You expect things to go wrong.
Yeah, of course. I expected a lot of things to go wrong. I'm really surprised how many guys are still out there. And I'm also really surprised how well we kept running here. So now we know we can push a little bit harder when we go out here. I think the motor is good. There's nothing wrong with the car as such. It's just like this little seal. And unfortunately, we had to go all the way back to Swartkorp's Raceway almost, because that's where Werner Alke lives. After not sleeping all night, these guys jump in the car. They go an hour that way, an hour back, and an hour to put it in. It's incredible. My support team, I must thank my crew. That's incredible from them out.
Having a look at the work going on in the background there, it looks like the crew is really hard at work there, and it looks like we might not be too far away from getting that motor back in the car. What motor are we running here?
A standard little Beetle motor. What do you think?
Well, there we go. I thought there's a little German technology, something up the trick up the sleeve there.
No. Look, the car belonged to Harry Lombard, who raced it for 30 years. So it is a bit of a tricked engine. It's a 17-something 100 motor. So obviously it's not your basic Beetle motor, but it's a Beetle motor, and I still stick with how reliable this car is. I really expected some issues, but look, it's unknown territory. This, we learned so much. We were so conservative on fuel, so we could have had much longer stints if we knew what our fuel consumption. But the problem is, we never got time to test. Our first testing happened yesterday.
Well, I tell you what, you guys, I've been monitoring you throughout the hours, and you guys really doing well. So yeah, good luck. Get that motor in, and we want to see you back out on the track.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for
a
your
lot.
time.
Thank you.
You're upward spiral, eh? Yep. Right, just getting out of the car now is the young lady that we have on our left here, and we have got Dumi over here, Dumi from Upward Spiral, who is our main sponsor for the TV coverage. Dumi, thank you very much. We'll get back to this young lady in a minute. Upward Spiral, main sponsors of our media coverage, thank you very much. You're not only the sponsor, you're also a driver of the car.
Yes, I am, because I love the sport. So I saw an opportunity with this 24 hours ILamuna, and then I said, you know what, let me rather sponsor the event so that also Upward Spiral can be out there like all the other businesses.
Yeah, well done, and thank you for that. We move across here, and we have got Fabian Lance with us, the daughter of the famous Peter Lance, and I think we all do know him. Not only is she daughter of the famous Peter, but also South African go-kart champion. Tell us about the go-kart. What class are you competing in?
So we race in a category called the KZ2, so it's a 6-speed shifter class. So it's the top of the range that you can get in karting. The only thing that's above that is in the world they have a KZ category, but that's all factory drivers.
Awesome, and tell me now something. Driving this BMW out there today, very different to your go-kart, I would imagine.
Yes, because it's got an H-pattern gearbox, and I'm used to a gear lever that just goes forwards and backwards. So it's got to learn heel and toe as well, and I've got very small feet, so the feet generally go between the pedals, so we've got to make a plan.
I reckon we'll have to put pedals on those feet of yours. But now tell me something. You did the morning stint here, and lap times, 2:42s, really cruising and pushing it out there.
Yeah, so when I saw the 42 in the morning already, I thought, wow, this is quite good. And then one of the Datsuns passed me, and they're quicker down the straights, but a little bit slower in the corners. So I thought, well, let me use this guy. And then we just went quicker and quicker. And they showed me that I did a 38 in the one lap. So that's really good.
Well, very proud of you on that one. And listen, well done to the team. You've moved right up. I think you're sitting about 16th or 17th overall at the moment. So you did a great job out there. The team should be proud of you.
Yes, no, good. They should be.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Fabian and Lance, thank you very much. Famous Peter Lance, famous racing driver from Peter, welcome to the 24-hour ILamuna race sponsored by MF Auto Body. Good to see you here on Pitwall.
Fantastic, thanks very much. I think it's a fantastic event, you know, it's something new. And I didn't believe that so many cars are still going.
Well, it surprised a lot of us too. There has been a lot of work through the night. Majority of these cars have had problems, some form of technical problems, probably except one car, which is the Big Boss Auto car, number 11 out there. They seem to have got it spot on with reliability. But more interesting, you've got a young daughter racing here today.
Yeah, that's her actually, her first race. She used to race some sports cars in between here and there, but this is the first race, and I'm quite happy that she's involved here so you can learn. But her career is obviously karting.
Absolutely. We did have an interview with her earlier, and she did tell us that she comes from the karting. She said it's very different riding karting as opposed to this. But Fabian Lance, was South African champion in the karting things, following Dad's footsteps, is she?
Yeah, it started long ago. I mean, she started by us. First, she used to do ballet for the matter of interest, you know. And then we obviously, because we had the indoor karting track, so she learned and he learned whatever, and she's racing now since '94.
Well, there you go. Peter, we're not going to hold you up too long. We know you've got the pit board you've got to put out. We did miss your driver last lap around. We don't want you to miss him again. So, yeah, get out there and keep the team out there till the end.
Fantastic. Great stuff. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Peter. the lemon car, and these guys busy giving the car a little bit of a wipe over. It looks like they stopped at a traffic light in Johannesburg, cleaning the windscreen. I mean, maybe they're going to get a $5 tip here or something. But good stuff here on the pit crew, boys. Keep it up, eh? As we look down here, we can see the drivers of this car. We got Gonzalez, D'Amato, McGregor, and Figuerio. They are the 4 drivers in this team. And we see a whole host there. We got the Italian, 2 Portuguese, and a South African in the number 86. This is the MF 24 Hours ILamunas. And we see the Lamunas on the back of their car as well. So, yeah, a proper lemon is this car.
Yeah.
But we can't do the distance. We got to from here 60 meters. Quinton Kutzer, Redstar Raceway. Quinton Kutzer, manager of Redstar Raceway. A nice event that's been turned out here with the MF 24-hour ILamuna Challenge.
Yes.
From a Redstar Raceway's perspective, give us a background.
Well, we're actually very excited about the whole event. It's been going very well now. We passed the halfway mark and we were all excited about it. We didn't know what to expect. We'd done a couple of 24 hours before with bikes. It's the first one of its kind with cars in the Africa continent actually.
Absolutely.
And we're very proud to be the hosts of this event, and it's going very well. We're loving it. Loving it.
Well,
can I?
Yeah, it's fine. For the interview,
can we just continue? Yes, I've noticed that it's very well been run, handled. I think Phoenix Events and Wamza have worked very well together with Redstar Raceway. Not only are you hosting, you've come along as a event sponsor to this event as well.
Yes, part sponsor, well, more partner, I would say. But yes, we all work together. It was a big team effort. Mark and his guys done actually all the work. We've tried to support them best we could, and yeah, we made it happen.
Well, things running extremely smooth, and I'll tell you what, in our rounds today, the track itself been very well maintained. Good comments on the actual track surface. The guys are loving it. They're just talking, probably the track with the most turns in the country.
Yeah, I know Redstar Raceway is famous for all the corners. It's probably one of the most technical tracks in the country, with corners that closes on you and opens up on you. So yeah, sometimes you need a little bit of alloy with a car around here for the nauseousness, but it's a great track to learn on. So yeah.
Absolutely. Predominantly a bike track this was started off as, and then eventually you did bring the cars to the party as well?
Yes, it started off as a bike track. The initial idea was just bikes, and then yeah, eventually it grew into a racetrack with host cars and bikes, and yeah, look at where we are today now. So we're just expanding and going bigger and bigger every year.
Well, keep it up. You guys doing an absolute stunning job, and yes, well done to Redstar Raceway.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Organisers of this MF of 24 Hours ILamuna Challenge. Your chat earlier, you did the whole opening ceremony and everything's still running to plan.
I think everything is running to plan from a vet perspective, but not from a team perspective. I think myself and many other teams included, we've been battling with cars, we've been struggling, we haven't slept. But that's a 24-hour race, which makes it really special.
It is very special. We noticed your team, you are putting a new engine into their car, thanks to Rojan engines here, I would believe.
100% thanks to Rojan engines. Without them, we would definitely be out. So we are very grateful to have them here.
Now, tell us something. What was behind this whole idea of coming up with a 24-hour race, first time in Africa ever, and you dreamt this up?
So no, I didn't dream it up. So I follow a biker, Travis Pastrana, and he did a series where they entered the 24 hours of lemons in America. and it's many years ago, and I always thought one day I want to do it with my friends. And then just came around, the time was just right. I loved the idea. I had a lot of clients who knew were going to support me. I didn't know it was going to be this big. And then obviously our title sponsors, MF said they in. Insurers came in, Time Out came in, Sianda Petroleum came in, and it was a go.
Well, that's awesome. You're very good sponsors you have there. We are still going to speak to the guys from MF. We spoke to the guys from Insurers. They are so happy to be involved. We spoke to the guys from Sianda. They are just like throwing everything at us, and it's been absolutely amazing. So success to yourself, your company, and we look forward to this growing year after year.
100%, Dudley. This is definitely going to be an annual event, and I think we're going to chuck in a couple of 9 hours next year. As qualifying, we'll maybe do one Cape Town, Durban, and Joburg as a qualifying for the 24 hours. But we'll keep the 24 hours as one event a year to keep it special.
Well, great stuff, and Mark, once again, well done to yourself, your crew, and all your sponsors for hosting this event. Redstar, we spoke to them; they're also extremely happy, and it's great to see what you have planned here today. So, very well done to yourself.
Thank you very much, Dudley. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Good luck with the car now. That's the next step.
Thank you very much, Dudley. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks, guys.
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.